Do you want to be whole or do you want to live the rest of your life broken? I was reading the word earlier today in the book of John, and Jesus came across a man at the pool of Bethesda who has been laying there for over 30 something years, just laid out. And one of the first questions that Jesus begins to ask him is, do you want to be well? And it may seem crazy for Jesus to ask a man that's clearly disabled, do you want to be better? But it's so interesting. The man's response to Jesus was, I want to, but I've been trying to get into the pool because they say if I get into the pool that I'll be healed. But I just can't get there. I've been trying, but things been holding me back. But I think if we really were to get to the root of what's holding us back, it's really the fact that we have an excuse for everything. The day that you stop making excuses for yourself is the day that your life begins to elevate. Because if we continue to go to God with excuses and with reasons why we are stuck in a replay of the same episode time and time again, if we continue to press the same button that we know is going to hit the rewind and cause the same thing that's been happening to continue in the cycle, if we want to continue that life, we'll find ourselves just like that man that's been laying down next to his miracle. His miracle is inches. In his mind, his miracle was in the pool. But his miracle was actually the Jesus that was in front of him. But for 30 something years, he's been feeling as though his miracle was inches away, but he just can't get to it. But when I read the story, what shocked me about this is that so many of us are inches away from our miracle. So many of us are inches away of walking in the fullness of who God has called us to be. But the only thing stopping us from us and our miracle is our ability to continue making excuses. And I don't know who this is for today, but God wants you to stop making excuses, and He wants you to trust Him with your future and to trust Him that He is in control. But you got to understand that He is the miracle worker, not you. So instead of trying to make excuses for why you haven't taken your problem or why you haven't taken your issue at the feet of Jesus, you need to simply surrender and say, God, I can't do this on my own, but I trust and believe that you can make a way out of no way, that you are greater than anything that I can conjure up. So instead of making excuses, I am going to surrender my life into the one who can shape, shift, and mold it. Love y'all.